Those who know what the policy is literally can benefit. They don't stuff their pockets and line their pockets with cash. That's not the way it happens. But those who are in the inside and knowledgeable will benefit because they know which direction interest rates are going and which way the economy is going. And if you look at the members of the Federal Reserve, you find out that they don't ask people like me to be on the Federal Reserve, even though I've had experience on studying the issue and been on the banking committee. They ask only the people who are casually referred to as the insiders, those from Wall Street and the banking industry, the Paul Volckers and the Alan Greenspans of the world. They're on the inside. They know how to deal with the establishment, and they get these positions, and therefore it is a tremendous amount of economic power falls into the hands of what we call the Open Market Committee, the Federal Open Market Committee. They control from day to day the supply of money. They become the legal counterfeiters. You know, if you and I had control of the printing press, we could do a lot of things, you know, self-serving. That's what happens when the politicians create the central bank that control the money.
Now, this control of the central bank and the money goes on regardless of which party is in power, right?
It never changes. You know, they change a person here and there, but it's always the insiders. It's always from the same group. So if you have a Republican as president or the Democrats, they're going to get the same appointments. Appointments never change. And this can be said about the Secretary of State and the Secretary of Defense and the Secretary of Treasury and the Federal Reserve Board members. They all come from the same group. And even though, I guess naively, I was hopeful that the same group of individuals would not have as much power under Ronald Reagan. But, you know, I was there, I witnessed it, and of course that led to my disenchantment, my disappointment, enough to the point where I just said I've had enough, and then I left the Republican Party and joined the Libertarian Party with the idea that you cannot trust Republicans to be independent of the system either, although Ronald Reagan led us to believe that he would be independent.
To come to the Libertarian presidential candidate?
Yes, I think we deserve a minute on what you indicate. You said if the Libertarians in charge, there would be no America. Clearly, let me challenge some of you who may be even leaning toward the conservative philosophy. Ask me why we still finance the communists. Ask me why 70% of the military budget is spent overseas. Ask me why the good airplanes are overseas and the lousy airplanes are not here. The lousy airplanes are in the Air National Guard. I would say clean out the State Department, spend more money on our national defense, have an anti-communist policy. Don't sign these treaties with the Soviets. Don't extend loans to the Soviet Union. And not to fight these wars with the funds we raise from the illegal drugs. So under the libertarian society, no, we don't fight Vietnam wars, we don't fight the Korean wars, we fight wars to defend America and Yes, we get high. We get high, Mark. We get high on the ideas of freedom. We get high because freedom and liberty is worth it. Don't assume the government makes your decisions. You say no.
I think I detect his voice changing. Maybe his cojones are getting smaller.
You are living in a pipe dream. You don't know anything about what goes on out in the streets. I'm a drug counselor. I see people every day who have lived their lives with drugs. Who do you know that's on drugs? No, you are the failure, my man. You are the failure, my man. Because you are a bunch of idiots sitting up in a glass enclosed office making decisions.
Let the other man come up. Let everyone have a shot. Come on. Everyone gets a shot. Come on up here, pal. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. This woman is calling a libertarian someone who's for economic and personal liberty an idiot. This woman's for alcohol prohibition. She wants to bring back alcohol. She wants all the problems associated with alcohol prohibition back again.
Does she believe in the Constitution?
I don't think she does. I mean, we have current drug policy.
I'm tired of all of you pro-legalization drug people hiding behind the Constitution.
No.
Street and Avenue C. I have gone into crack houses and everything else with baseball bats. I've run out murderers and rapists and thieves. And I'm here to tell you, coming off the streets, the only reason that these murderers, rapists, and thieves exist is because these legalizing people allow the Gambinos and the Gottis to sell drugs, and they don't allow it to be sold by the Lilly Corporation and by the people of the blood of American children are on all of your hands. I got 3 quick questions.
3.
Okay, 4 actually. 4.
You can remember.
I want to say something. I hear things from the prohibitionists that make some sense. I hear things from the legalizers that make some sense. I'm kind of in the middle of the road, believe it or not. But I got 4 questions. Number 1, zero tolerance.
Right.
On zero tolerance,
Right.
the President's AIDS Commission just called for civil rights guarantees for the 2 high-risk groups, gays and drug users. How are we going to get treatment for AIDS? How are we going to get education for AIDS to drug users if we drive them underground with zero tolerance? Second question. For Reagan. Reagan, after the Iran-Contra hearings last year, he's still on the telephone, said there was no Contra cocaine. I want to know who he was covering up for. Third, since 18... Instead of legalizing, how about educating? How do you educate the youth in the ghetto? How do you educate the youth in the ghetto when they know that they can make thousands of dollars a week without getting an education?
You let them know that if they deal drugs, they will be punished and punished severely. That's how you let them know.
Punish them, right. I'm just glad that Curtis Lee is losing his voice because he didn't open his big mouth in Los Angeles about the movie Colors. One gang member might still be alive. How does it feel to have a husband with blood on his head? Does it excite you? Is that what gets you high? Burn the country. I didn't want to get into this. Confrontation that you're involved in, sir. But you've had quite a few minutes up here to say your thing. I only have a couple of seconds to make a total point. Would you reciprocate and allow me the time? Okay. Look at you'd be great PR men for Noriega. Okay?
You're a great PR man for the drug dealers.
Okay. Let me tell you something, my friend, it's war, but it stands for we are responsible, all of us. If we don't reach down to the kindergarten, we're going to lose out. This thing right here, NNAD, No Nos Against Drugs. It's a program geared primarily down to kindergarten. We do it through music, a cartoon character called Little No-No, the drug fighter. No one else in the United States is giving us a hand.
Oh, that's good.
We've got a race car that stands number 2 in the United States, No Nos Against Drugs.
Good.
The guy is now the world record holder in competition eliminators. We've been sponsored by the Masons, the United Way, the Boys Club, the Knights of Columbus.
You're absolutely right.
The Shrine. Well, let me finish
So
one
that the
thing.
kids don't get involved.
Let me finish one thing.
Let's come back in just a second, all right? Stand by.
There is a great push now for some type of national health service, national health care. The United States is the only Western capitalist country outside of South Africa, if you consider that an advanced Western capitalist country, which doesn't have some type of comprehensive health care system. Are the libertarians for this, or are they against it?
Well, we're for a comprehensive health care system, and we want everybody to have major medical coverage and the best insurance and the best medical care. That's why medical care has to be delivered by the free market. If we don't care about medical care and quality, and if you like lines, and if you like the medical care the Indians get, and if you're